Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit different from my usual content, but I felt like sharing something that's been on my mind. I don't often talk about these things, but I feel safe doing it here because honestly, not many people watch my videos anyway. Plus, I want to say up front, sorry if my grammar is a bit off. I'm purposely doing this in English so that only a few people will really understand. It's not easy for me to put my thoughts out there, and I'd like to avoid judgment or any unnecessary bashing, but I know there will be bashers anyway. So here's my disclaimer. Everything I'm about to share comes from my own experiences, observations, and opinions. I'm not generalizing or claiming to speak for everyone. And if any of this sounds familiar to you, please know that it's purely coincidental. Today, I just want to share why I believe that in 2025, it's more important than ever for us to work both harder and smarter. I've reached a point in my life where I've realized how essential money is, not just for comfort, but for survival. It's something we need daily, and every aspect of life seems to revolve around it. Take food, for instance. We all need food to live, yet it's a constant struggle to afford nutritious meals, especially for our kids. Whole healthy foods are so expensive now. In the past, people were often willing to share, and it was easier to rely on community support. But things have changed. People are struggling, and generosity feels rare. Healthcare is another major need. And here in the Philippines, we all know healthcare isn't free. Programs like PhilHealth help a bit, but they don't cover nearly enough. When you need surgery, serious treatment, or hospitalization, the bills can quickly become overwhelming. Yes, there are government programs and agencies we can turn to, but often, if you don't know the right people or don't have certain connections, getting that support is complicated. And while public hospitals are available, we know the difference in quality compared to private hospitals. This reality hit home for me when my brother needed 2 surgeries for a kidney condition, and my father recently had a heart surgery. Our family was at a low point emotionally and financially. The doctor asked us to prepare around 400,000 pesos just for the surgery and doctor's fees, not even including medicine, food, or other hospital expenses. Without the financial help and support of friends and relatives, we would have been lost. I still remember how heartbreaking it was to see my parents struggle to afford even a single pill for my brother's treatment. In moments like that, I told myself, if only I were rich, my family would never have to feel the stress over health. Then there's the issue of education. Sure, we have free tuition in Philippines now, but that's only one part of it. There are all the other expenses that come with school: transportation, food, boarding for those who live far away, project fees, allowances, and more. We need money for all these things, even with free tuition. Education is vital, but sometimes it still feels out of reach because of all these hidden costs. Appearance also affects the way we're treated, and sadly, respect often comes with a price tag. I remember a time when my brother wasn't allowed into a supermarket because his hands were greasy and his clothes weren't spotless. He'd been helping my dad in a repair shop. Another time, my family and I stopped at a fast food restaurant after a long trip to the doctor. We were tired and just wanted a meal, but someone rudely approached us and asked my parents to leave because of how they looked. Moments like this showed me just how often respect and acceptance are based on appearance, and keeping up appearances requires money. And then there's the issue of justice. Sometimes without money, you can't even stand up for yourself. It's a tough reality that people without resources often don't have a voice or the means to defend themselves. We could be treated unfairly, even abused. but money can change the narrative and sometimes make it look like we're in the wrong. It's painful and frustrating, but that's the truth in many cases. So as we approach 2025, I truly believe that it's essential for all of us to work both harder and smarter. It's about focusing on ways to create more stable and secure life for ourselves and our loved ones. We can't control everything, but we can try to make every effort count. To everyone who stayed and listened to this, whether it's just a handful of people or maybe a few more, thank you so much for being here and for listening to my thoughts. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell button to notify you of my new uploaded videos. Bye!